mistakes. And this book reveals all of the things, most of the things that we tend to do. That's why, again, I chose Charlotte and Chandler, because I can't get everybody. There's so many idiosyncrasies in our decision making. But I tried to keep a general picture for, okay, what happens when we don't like somebody, when we reject, when we pass? What do we do when we pick somebody? How do we pick that person? What do we do when we want to go out with that person and actually see them, pair with that person? What do we do when we actually want to settle down with that person? Partner. 4 Ps. Pass, pick, pair, partner. These are all the zones. So I capture every single decision you could possibly make. Pass, you ghost, you flake, and there are good strategies. I like to say, I don't know, optimal strategies, like you got to do them. And there's bad ones like ghosting, gaslighting, negging, which is a guy trying to psychologically manipulate a woman by like lowering her self-esteem so he can then have her work to impress him. So there's games guys play and there's games women play. And so we've all been played to a certain degree. We just don't have the full picture of the game. And that's what I wanted to do. There was this empty space. Like we kind of know guys, first base, second base, but we kind of know women, the zones. But
we don't see the board.
We don't see.
We're just playing. We're just playing.
Thank you, John. We're just playing. We just kind of like.
But we don't see the board. We don't see where the path is going.
You hit it, Josh. This book lets you see the game board.
Okay.
You see all where the pieces are, and you now that you know where the pieces are and where the pieces can go and can move, you can re-strategize.
So you can win.
Depends on what winning means to you.
All right.
Brian asked me about that, and that's such an important question.
This book has a winning.
We talk about winning and losing. What is winning? Is winning a one-night stand? At some stage in my life, it was. For a long time, it wasn't. Winning was a long-term relationship. And so what are the strategies for getting a long-term relationship? They exist.
How to behave.
Right.
Where to go.
Following the rules. Charlotte makes the rules. Chandler has to follow them. Those are his levels. That's how he makes it through the game.
Why Charles makes the rule and not the opposite?
Yeah, I know. That's a tough one. So Charlotte makes the rules because, speaking scientifically, it's called parental investment theory. Parental investment theory simply says that women have the burden of caring for children. And so because you have 2 people, one of them gets pregnant, the person who gets the child burden, carries a child, is the one who has the sexual leverage. Meaning that she's going to say no because she has the more of the risks. And men, being the opposite, means that they're more sexually willing. Now, it doesn't mean that she's not just as sexual as he is, or vice versa. It just means that she has to have more criteria for choosing somebody, such as height, wealth, attractiveness, etc. Now, he has rules too. And this is where we get into the battle of the sexes, the subtitle of the book. His rules are more like boundaries. Because a woman, she's beautiful. She wants to, express and signal, show fertility, show sexiness, look at my body, look at the beautiful children that I can give you.
Yeah.
So Chandler, he's going to want to protect that. He's going to do that by giving her boundaries. He's going to say, how can I protect you if you running in the streets?
That's true.
So I got to keep you safe. I got to keep you in a certain limit. I got to put limits on your autonomy. And now that's not the case anymore. Women are empowered. They can go anywhere. They can do anything. They can travel. They have all this autonomy. And now men's rules, as you might have suggested, are becoming fewer and fewer.